What's up everyone, and welcome back to Nexus. So there is quite a few things we use on a daily basis, and sometimes we share these things with other people. Today we're going over top 15 things you should never share. If you're new here and enjoy this content, make sure to subscribe so you get notified when we post a video. Now let's aim for that golden like button, which is 1,000 likes, so make sure to drop a like down below to help us hit our goal. Other than that, let's get into it. Number 15. Bar of soap. So you may think a bar of soap is harmless, especially the antibacterial bars. But if you think about it, after each time it's used, it gets covered in cells from your skin, which are usually harmless, but can carry serious pathogens. Also, when you put that bar of soap down, it usually is just sitting in moisture all day, which makes it a perfect breeding ground for bacteria, fungi, and viruses to grow. Also, I don't think anyone can say it better than Joey from Friends.
Well, don't you see how gross that is? I mean, that's like you using my toothbrush. You used my toothbrush?
Oh, that was only because I used the red one to unclog the drain.
Mine is the red one. Oh, God. Can open, worms everywhere.
Hey, why can't we use the same toothbrush, but we can use the same soap?
Because soap is soap. It's self-cleaning.
All right, well, next time you take a shower, think about the last thing I wash and the first thing you wash.
Number 14. Earrings. So I know nothing about earrings and thought sharing wasn't an issue as long as your ear was healed completely. But it is possible to transmit bloodborne infections, and you should at least sanitize the earrings before sharing. You definitely don't want to get ear infections like this. Number 13. Toothpaste. Now we're going to get into toothbrushes later on, but the reason toothpaste is on here is because when applying the toothpaste, you usually push the end of the tube onto the bristles, and the part that it consistently touches can spread bacteria to the other users. Most likely this isn't going to stop people from sharing toothpaste.
Yo.
Number 12. Nail clippers. Now you can think this is pretty harmless because you and your friends or family all have healthy nails and nothing to worry about. The reason you shouldn't share them is because warts and fungus like to hide under or around your toenails, and this could spread nail fungus and HPV, which causes plantar warts. And you definitely don't want either of those. Well, at least I don't. Number 11. Creams in a jar. Now this literally applies to any type of cream in a jar. What happens is every time you stick your finger in a cream to scoop it out, new germs contaminate the whole jar. Now when the next person goes to use it, they have a higher chance of getting streptococcus and even really bad acne. It's kind of crazy, something that could actually prevent acne may cause more acne. Kind of crazy to think about. Number 10. Nose clippers. Now this is a very obvious thing you shouldn't share, but even though it's obvious, people still do it. Not only is sharing nose clippers gross, but it also can be very dangerous to your health. Some bacteria will colonize and live in your nose even if you aren't sick. You should just spend that $50 and buy a new one or let them grow out. Number 9. Deodorant. Some deodorants are made for killing odor-causing bacteria, and this could help, but most deodorants just mask the smell and don't kill anything. If you were to shave your armpits and nick them, the contaminated sticks could cause infection as well. I would just recommend not sharing deodorant, or if you do have to share deodorant, maybe get the spray deodorant. Number 8. Towels. Now you wouldn't think this is that big of a deal as you just wash yourself off in the shower. But what happens to the towel if it doesn't dry properly? Towels are actually one of the dirtiest items in your house. That nasty smell on wet towels is bacteria, fungi, and mildew. And it doesn't help when you leave the towel in a damp bathroom. Contaminated towels can give you fungal infections on your skin and even cause pink eye. This could happen even after one use. Number 7. Pumice stones. Now the main purpose of these stones is to scrub dead skin off your feet. Definitely not something you want to share as they would be filled with dead skin cells from the previous user. They can also carry fungus and even some strains of HPV that cause warts. What happens if it falls in the shower? I don't even want to touch it now. Number 6. Toothbrush. Again, this is one of those common sense things you shouldn't share, but you'd be surprised how many people do it. Even if you clean off the toothbrush, there is still bacteria on the bristles. Now this bacteria won't harm you, but it will make someone else sick, and could cause strep throat and norovirus. Number 5. Loofahs. Now, loofah's main purpose is to scrub off dead skin and make you extra refreshed, but it is basically impossible to get the bacteria off of a loofah. Also, the loofah never really dries out, and it makes it super easy for fungi and bacteria to grow and multiply. Even though you're washing yourself, it can cause acne and even ringworm. I'm never touching one of these again. Number 4. Flip-flops. So flip-flops are normally worn with no socks, which allows all the dirt and sweat to absorb into the sole of the flip-flop. If you look at dirty flip-flops, you can see the impression from a foot and all the dirt around it. Also, they're usually worn when your feet are wet, and that makes it easier for bacteria to live on the shoe. I will never look at flip-flops the same again. Number 3. Earbuds. A very common thing you do share with your friends is earbuds, because you want to share a video or song with them. Unfortunately, there is a lot of bacteria in your ears, and also, if you use them while exercising, the bacteria more than doubles because the warmth and moisture. Number 2. Lip balm. Now, some people do share lip balm and chapstick, and even if they aren't showing any symptoms of herpes or cold sores, you still could contract the virus. This is definitely not one of the ways you want to contract herpes or any disease really. Number 1. Razors. When shaving, your razor collects skin cells and even bacteria. So if you were to nick yourself when shaving, someone else's bacteria could infect your skin and cause a really bad acne breakout or even spread disease. Razors aren't too expensive, so I recommend just grabbing your own.